Hey Scorpio, it's Amanda here again, and I'm here to do your love reading for February 2019. I'm going to use the tarot, or the 78 tarot by Trish Sullivan. It's the astral version. First, we're going to look into your heart space for February 2019. What your energy is like at this time, and you know, where you're at in the situation. For twin flames, soulmate, love interest, crush, husband, wife, whatever it is, okay? And then towards the end, I'm gonna go through your person of interest, heart space, energy, and where they are energetically at this time. You know what, that just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. I think they just split out in a weird way and I don't like it. Sorry. So I hope you're having a great month, Scorpio. Where are you energetically? And what does your heart space look like in this situation for February 2009? What's up with Scorpio here for February in love? What's their heart space look like? Ooh, sorry. It's too many. Scorpio, you're like all over the place. Where's Scorpio love in their heart space and energetically for February 2019? I'll go through it one more time and then I'll cut and let's get going. Five of Swords, Scorpio. It's the first card. Eight of Swords. Sorry, my phone timed out. It was weird. Eight of Swords. 10 of Wands reversed. And the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, so Scorpio. Five of Swords, it's like struggle with your thoughts. It's like you're having conflicting thoughts. You're not sure whether it's you or your intuition, or if it's your ego, or if it's just other people's energy, but you have some contradictory type of, sorry, I'm just trying to fix this a little bit for you guys. Some sort of contradictory thinking going on here. See how there's like this little guy in the back, but he's not listening to it because he looks like overwhelmed. That's what I'm getting from this. Sorry, I bumped the table when I dropped some of those cards. So I really apologize about messing with the camera like that, but I normally wouldn't do that, but I don't want to have to redraw these cards and everything because it felt right, what came out. So it's Eight of Swords is like really being in your thoughts, like being really, it's almost like that negative thinking, the things that the stories we tell ourselves about things. Swords is thoughts, communication. Maybe you're just really caught up in your head or rerunning a thought scenario about a certain situation after having already conflicting viewpoint. It could be sleepless nights, just having like a negative impact of just not good thoughts. I mean, this doesn't always necessarily mean that this is real. One, yeah, thoughts aren't real, but they're causing a feeling that's real. So if you don't catch it before too long and you get caught up in these conflicting viewpoints and just get really stuck in your head about it, you're going to manifest that eventually, okay? So they're not real yet, so that's the good part. 10 of Wands reverse, it's like Right, but it did come out upside down. So this is like giving up on something. Giving up on something you put a lot of work into, that was hard, that you had a lot of passion for. Giving it up, throwing in the towel because it just got too heavy of a load, or coming out of a situation where you did that. Probably because you got all these thoughts and conflicting viewpoints that you can only take so much. So it's like, really, you were so close right before the end. So you're either coming out of a state of that, or you will be soon here before the end. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is in the upright. Beautiful card. This is like really, really feeling and connecting to something that has emotional involvement. A lot of times love. It could be a new birth, things like that, but reverse. So it's like this new beginning of love was unable to happen. It's like you couldn't quite feel into all of in this relationship enough to have that new start. It's like something got in the way of that, and it's something like, if you see this bird, this bird's like sucking the nectar out of this flower thing that's like dripping water down, and there's all these beautiful flowers. It's like really feeling into all possible senses on all possible levels about something that you really love. But that's not able to happen at the start. So I feel like, Scorpio, you are in your head. You're thinking way too much. You're thinking all the possible ways it could go wrong, and just really, really worrying. And if this hasn't happened yet, it's like you're going to keep doing this and doing this until you do manifest this, and then you're going to throw in the towel about something that you've already put in so much work and so much time and you really cared about, and you're going to throw in the towel right before the cycle ends. But the thing is that you don't know that it's about to end. But those thoughts, if those continue, you do eventually manifest that, and it looks like it might put out this start with this Ace of Cups reverse and either delay it from happening, or just not being able to feel into it enough. This is in every level in this connection in order to ferment it. It's like you aren't able to connect deep enough and really tune into every aspect of it, because you're so caught in your head and your hands are full with all these maybes, or how, ways that you're worried this could play out. And that's going to energetically wear you down to where, one, you're going to throw in the towel right before you're done, and two, it's going to keep your hands full and unable to, receive any connection and feel into any sensual things that are going on in this connection in order to really deeply connect and start this beginning and ferment that love. Let's see for Scorpio, soulmate, lover, twin flame, or just love interest. Where are they energetically in this situation? February. And what does their heart space look like for Scorpio's lover, soulmate, twin flame, or love interest? Oh, sorry guys. Where energetically is Scorpio's lover or person of interest for February 2019? Scorpio in love, their person of interest. What does their heart their heart space look like during this time for Scorpio's lover or person of interest? I'll go through it one more time and cut and get going on your soulmate here, Scorpio. Hopefully that can give us some information on whether these thoughts are warranted or not here, or if you're just manifesting. Okay, so the moon, Scorpio. So this is things hidden. This is secrets, subconscious, And it's like, it's looking towards this Four of Wands, which is, a lot of times people can take this card as a twin flame card, like the 1111. It's like something we're celebrating and being happy for, rejoicing. It can be a wedding, a shower, it could just be a get together, or it could just be a good relationship. Like, it's like the subconscious is this union and harmony and celebration. You know, it's like, but you're hiding our lover, FYI. So they really do want this, either unaware of it themselves or in secret, or in, right? And then we have the Emperor in reverse. Emperor in the reverse, this is like not knowing, not being able to forward with it in order to physically make a step. Not being able to make a move because either you're soulmates out of alignment so badly that they don't really know what or they do know what they want, they just don't know exactly how to get it because it's all tangled up. Not being able to take the physical first steps and make things happen in a real way is what the Emperor is in reverse to me, especially here with this, is about. And then we have the Three of Wands. So despite not being able to figure it out and make a move on it, they still want to, and they're still looking. They're still trying. They're not giving up. They're looking out and being like, okay, well, what do we do, and where do we do it, and what is it that we want to do? So if you're wondering about your soulmate being in with this with you, like all in equal effort, I would say that these thoughts are these conflicting thoughts and things that you might be worried about that aren't real. In this reading, I would say that they are not real. Your soulmate wants to do this, whether they consciously or subconsciously want to. They're tuned into the. They know they want this, whether they consciously do or not. Their soul, their subconscious and the hidden deep them wants this union. And they just aren't in alignment right now enough to make it happen like it would be if it was in the upright. It's in there knowing what you want or how to get it and being able to take the steps towards it, but still really having a passion for it and still looking and still open and still coming up with different ideas and not giving up on it because they do want to build on it. Focus on this soulmate energy. So that's really good news. So if you can be really easy on yourself here, Scorpio, I mean, it seems like your person of interest really does want this and you're so worried they don't, or all these different ways that this could play out badly, that it's like you're putting out the fire before it starts. And then this beautiful Ace of Cups that could have happened here, and being able to truly all the emotional levels of this connection that would really make it just spiral off into abundance. Like, you aren't going to be able to do that because your hands are so full of all these, well, what if this happens? And what if that happens? And overthrow things, and just so on the lookout and paranoid for being backstabbed or betrayed or, deceived. It's like your hands are so full of that, you have no room for this. And so you're going to delay this or lose this opportunity. Get out of your head and you're going to burn out. And 10 of Wands in the reverse, you're going to throw in the towel a little too early. If you just would have hung in there for a little bit longer, you would have completed that work that you already put the work in for so long. Lows get heavy, especially after when you just don't know when the end is coming. But it's like, it seems like when you finally break down and do that, it's like, gosh, it was right there. I didn't know. Bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the Page of Wands in reverse, it came out. So not being able to initiate, not being able to lead the way, not having the confidence to go forward with this. Because one, if this is so worried and guarded of all of the things that could go wrong and all these, not real thoughts and negative thinking, maybe it's self-talk, not feeling good enough. Maybe you're like doubting if they really, really do love you because you're like, you don't feel that self-worth. Or you're thinking of all the different ways that this can go wrong and it's really, and both of you want this. And yeah, your soulmate here, they're confused. I think that they're not quite sure what's going on, but they do know that they want to build on this, and they're looking for ways to do it despite not feeling like they can at this time. They don't know exactly how this is going to play out, but they just know it's going to work out, and they know that they're not giving up yet. They're going to keep trying until they find the way. I mean, the Emperor in reverse, it's just delayed. It's the delayed knowingness you next to get what you want, and whatever it is that you want, being certain actually what you authentically desire and is right for you and aligned with you. Once that's pinned down, it's like you're able to start doing this. But in trial and error, at least they're not giving up. They're seriously still trying to think of ways to make this happen somehow and how to do it better. And it seems like, you know, with the Three of Wands, it seems like an open idea to me. Like they're open minded. What should I do next? Like all my options, right? And really looking out into the possibilities. If you give up on something, you're not doing that. And this is passion. This is Wands, fire. And then that Four of Wands too. So it's like looking towards this union, but they're still stuck at the Three of Wands. No, they want this union behind it. They're looking and figuring out how to do that, but they're feeling stuck with the Emperor reversed. I want to pull one more card with my Rider-Waite deck, and I want to clarify this Eight of Swords and the Wands for Scorpio energy and soul or heart space for February 2019. What is this Eight of Swords and Ten? Can you give me some more information about these two cards, please? And thank you for the messages so far. What can you tell me about this Eight of Swords with the Ten of Wands for Scorpio in love? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords over the Eight of Swords. You're healing right now. You really want to you're getting away from all of this, you know, struggle and confliction, and, you know, you're heading towards, you know, away from that, but you're also very aware of, what it is that you're going away from, okay? See how he's got that woman and child, and he's in that boat of swords again, over the Eight of Swords even. It's like recovery, you know, a hard situation and getting away, but yeah, even though you know you're getting away, doesn't take away the drain it's put on you, right? So all leads to, and this getting away and just like being drained about it, like just, oh, release. Sorry, what I'm getting from that here. And then, interestingly enough, this Ten of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, and then the Emperor in the upright. So it's like knowing what you want, being able to make it happen. So you feel like all this struggle and all this healing and all these things, and you were somehow able to overcome, and you still can't get there. So it's like there's a burnout. It's like you do know, but this Wands thing on board with you yet. King of Wands he's passionate, he's lively, he's action orientated. Maybe they're just not making the moves. Maybe it's because of this moon and their Emperor reverse and Emperor right here. The reason why you throw in the towel and give up is because your soulmate is going through where they're like coming to the authentic part of them. This hidden moon is starting to realize that this is real. And this union is what they really want. And it's just coming to the surface. I mean, they're not sure how to with the Emperor reversed, but they know they want to, and they're looking for opportunities to do so. And like with that Ten of Wands reverse,
giving up after putting a lot of work into something that you had a lot of passion about, giving up right before you were about to be done because it just got too clarified by the King of Wands in the reverse and the Emperor in the upright. So it's like not having the motivation or not seeing it back from your soulmate, even though you know what you want and how to get this. You're not feeling that fire because you were healing, Scorpio. You got to give yourself some time. You really got to give yourself that time to heal, because if you don't, those negative thoughts start creeping in again later on down the road and the whole thing cycles over again. So it's like a little bit of being kind of just coming to the surface on this whole thing and starting to realize, combined with all the effort and hardship you've been through already and healing you're trying to do all at once, along with, start this new second chance. That's why if you do give up, or if you have given up, or if you go through energies in February for the rest of this month, if it hasn't happened yet, if you do give up, that'll be why. And you just got to hang in there, if you can, and you don't want to give up. Try to remember that you came out of a big hardship and you're really recovering, and those negative thoughts are still circulating. You have to slowly unweave them and release them and let it happen with acceptance. I mean, anybody who goes through hardship, whether they were right or wrong to go through it, it's still real. Like, they still have baggage from that they have to slowly start to weave out of them, right? And you can only do so much at once. And if your hands are full doing that and you're trying to recover, which is the right thing to do, because you can't build a foundation if you're still healing, once you do that, you're going to clear up all this energetic capacity to start to really feel into this, to start this Ace of Cups. And I feel like once that happens, and once more of that connection, that deep connection can happen, after you let yourself heal and have a little patience with yourself, that's when you're going to be able to really feel into all the emotions and the feelings and the senses of this connection. And then I feel like that alone is going to open up all the other things for you and your soulmate, and you're going to start knowing where it is to really take those first steps. I hope that helps, Scorpio. I mean, to me, it just seems like, you're really worried that this isn't going to work out. Your soulmate is just coming to surface on these things, and it's happening. I mean, it's just not as fast as you'd like it to. But just remember that when when second chances are even on the table, you want to build a sturdy foundation, because if it's a second chance, obviously the first one crumbled at some point. And if you don't let yourself heal all the way in order to build that really sturdy foundation by really feeling into each other's connection, you're not going to be able to build a sturdy foundation, because you can't feel into what's going to be on it. So you want to, with the second time around, try to be patient. Really feel into each other. Really let yourself feel into your healing process. And I hope that gives you some assurance on your soulmate's end. It looks like they're on board. It's a process. I mean, these are big energetic things, and it's like they're just coming to the awareness of this, and it's slowly coming up to surface. So yeah, thanks for liking, subscribing. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, or if you want to share any of your experience, if it did or didn't. Or maybe even if you're cross-watching. I'd love to hear, love the feedback, and come back next month for more love readings. Have a great February, Scorpio. Thanks.